Hey everybody, and welcome back. I'm coming to you with this story about 11-year-old Adarian Murray, whose mom was dealing with some domestic violence with her father, one of her children, and she told him to call 911, and he did. And when he called 911, the officer told everybody to come out of their wherever they were. And when the 11-year-old came out, the officer actually shot him in the chest. Thank God he's okay. But guys, the story is coming up now.
Justice, no peace. Protesters who arrived at Indianola City Hall today had a clear message: fire and charge the Mississippi officer who shot an 11-year-old boy after he called police for help.
The BBC role in reference to a domestic.
He's blessed. I don't know how else to describe it, how else to describe how he survived.
Nicola Murray says her son Adarian was following the officer's orders when he was gunned down inside their home. Saturday morning, Murray says she asked her son to call police over a domestic dispute as she argued with the father of one of her children. She says the officer arrived with his gun in hand, ordered everyone out of the home, and when Adarian came around a corner, he was shot in the chest.
He asked me in the hospital, like, why they shot him. He was in good spirit, but every now and then I look over at him and he'll just cry.
With no comment from Indianola Police, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation says they are assessing this critical incident, but for now offers no further comment. As the officer remains on administrative leave, the Murray family says the shooting was captured on body cam and is demanding the video be released.
She needs justice, and so she's fighting on behalf of her son who didn't ask to be shot.
Back home today, Adarian is lucky to be alive after his family says his call for help nearly killed him. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News.
Okay, guys, now I'd like to know what you all think of that story. It's heart wrenching, isn't it? The boy's family is calling for the police to release the body cam footage of the incident because they feel that this was not a not something that was followed by with protocol for what the police officers are supposed to have been supposed to be doing. That his mother, Nakayla Murray, is saying that young Adarian is recovering from his injuries and that he was actually shot several had injuries several different places. She said that he actually is suffering with a collapsed lung, fractured ribs, and a lacerated liver and had to be placed on the ventilator and given a chest tube. He was finally released home on Wednesday for his recovery. And I'm glad to hear that he's home because it's always better, especially for a child, when you're home around your loved ones. And I hope that he can have some peace in there and that there don't be any more instances of having to call the police for any reason. His mother says that he was treated at the University of Mississippi Medical Center in Jackson. The officer, Greg Capers, is his name, but they haven't released any further information on him. But other than that, he's been placed on administrative leave during the investigation. There's at a press conference in Indianola City Hall on Monday, the family actually called for Capers to be fired and to be charged, and they were asking for the body cam footage. His mother said in a heartfelt plea, "This cannot keep happening. This is not okay." And she said this at the press conference. If a police officer was to shoot someone, it's not okay. When the police do it, they have a protocol. He was trained and he knows what to do. And guys, my opinion is that it probably was just as simple as when he got there. I'm sure that the mother was probably upset behind the domestic issue that was going on. But the officer, after he told everyone to in the house to come out, he probably should have asked her, who else was in there, and she could have told him that she had, other children in there and that her 11-year-old son was in there. And maybe that might would have actually, prevented this. Although I'm not saying that the officer may not have been a bit intimidated himself or may have just, been overly cautious because he did not know what to expect. And domestic issues can get very dangerous, guys. But just a simple few questions at the beginning may have prevented some of this. We're going to keep young Adarian in prayer. We know he's going to be fine. He's 11 years old. We know he's going to be fine physically. But we want to also look at the fact that this is going to probably create issues for him for the rest of his life. We're looking at possible post-traumatic stress disorder, and we don't want any of that. We're going to pray that he completely heals physically and mentally, but he's probably going to have issues with the police forever as well. Guys, we got to put a stop to this. This can't keep happening. I agree with his mother. So we are going to do what we can to keep these stories out there, and I know I intend to. Also, to my current subscribers, much love to you. You know you guys are in my heart, and if you haven't subscribed and you're new to the channel, go on and tap on that subscribe button and join us. We're a family here. Also, if you want the stories and the updates immediately, hit that notification bell and please like the video. It moves it up in the rankings and it allows people in other places to be able to see it. And I have people as far as where it's Australia and South Africa who are part of my family here. So guys, please go and like the video. Also, leave me a comment in the comment section. I always want to hear what you guys have to say. So leave me a comment in the comment section. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you think of this story. And guys, you know I got much love for you all. Those of you who are hanging in here with me, and I love and appreciate, and those of you who will be coming aboard. Thank you guys so much. Much love to you again. Smooches now.